report by the Thomson Reuters Foundation has claimed that India is the most dangerous country for women in the entire world. It also goes on to say that it is safer being a woman in Afghanistan or Syria than it is to be a woman in India. What? Pinky, watch the news. I'm busy Instagramming. Oh no, Pinky's outside. Come home right now. What do you mean it's only 1 o'clock? I want you to come home right now. Metro? No. Cab? No. Go. You go and pick her up. What? This is foreign propaganda. They can't handle India getting so great and famous that they are saying all these things, putting report. Oh, what nonsense is this? Women are very safe in India. Women are very, very safe. Oh, really? Oh, Dada, is that why you called me 20 times in a span of 10 minutes that day to make sure I was safe? Or, is it also why that you always insist on dropping me and picking up everywhere I go? Also, tell me one thing. When did it become okay for you to speak for me? Because you seem to know more about my safety than I do. I'm not feeling well. I think I should go sleep. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of NewsRap. And yes, a report like that was released earlier this week, which said that India is the most dangerous country for women. Yes, India is unsafe, but to say that it's more dangerous than Afghanistan and Syria is stretching it out a little bit. So where is this proof to make such a big claim? So it turns out that this report wasn't based on data, but on experts' opinion. They interviewed 548 experts and asked them to rank what they thought were the most dangerous countries in the world. That's like bringing together 20 people and asking them what the best dish is. And just because 20 people say khichdi is the best dish doesn't mean you have to make it everywhere. Now that report has gotten a lot of criticism and fairly so, but it doesn't mean that we completely reject the idea itself that India is unsafe. Since that report was based on perception, let me give you my personal experience of what it is like to be a woman in India. I haven't come under any physical harm in my 2 years here in Delhi, but here's why people will say that it's unsafe. You go to a market, right? It's crowded, and everybody will be staring at you and passing comments. There will be one man, always there is one man, who will walk with his hands on his hips so he can brush past you for no reason. You hear comments like, "A item, a chikni, oi hoi," and stuff like that. And I feel like women have now developed like an internal white noise machine, because now you just don't hear any of it anymore. Because, if you hear all of it, it makes you so angry and so mad. And when you're walking, you have like these blinders on. You won't look left, you won't look right, because people are staring, people are smiling. And it's not just like a stare like this and looking away. When they're walking, they'll make sure that they're walking like this and they look into your eyes. What a lot of women end up doing is that we just ignore it because we don't want to deal with it. And it's become so commonplace that you're like, this is how it is, right? And to the men saying that India is very safe, for you it might be very safe, okay? You only have to worry about like robbery or like picking a fight with someone. But women, we have to worry about, okay, how will I walk today? Which area am I going into? And we've developed certain ways of walking to protect ourselves. The first is the bag option. So this is what you do. You carry your bag in front. So your front area is protected, nothing can be grabbed. But the problem with this is it leaves your back area vulnerable, and you have to maybe like walk with your hands behind your back. And number 2, the duck pose. You walk like this, so you keep your fists in front of your chest, so you protect it. You stick out your arms like this, so that you have enough space so nobody brushes past you. This I have found to be most effective. And the third is the Gunda style. This is when you walk like you have that expression in your eyes, like today you will not mess with me. You walk like, like you hunch down and you swing your arms when you walk. So if someone tries to get too close to you, You're like, bro, I'm just, just like how some people say, I didn't touch you, like I didn't grab your butt. It was my hand which, bent accidentally and then decided to squeeze. Like people, so when you walk like this, you say, I'm not hitting you, you're just in my way. But this is like the best, huh? Like that to all those people who are staring. You look them in the eye, they're staring, you be like, what? Huh? Don't mess with me today. And now you might say, oh, okay, but this is a one off case. This is Delhi. It's known as the rape capital of India. It's anyway not safe for women. I asked a couple of my friends who live in other parts of the country to share their experiences and have a look.
I don't always feel safe in my city. Just ask somebody who's been groped in public transport or somebody who's been eve teased, followed around in broad daylight.
A few months ago, my sister was approached early in the morning by a stranger while he was scratching his crotch and he got away.
It was in a residential area and it was a little isolated, and I was walking, and I was alone in the road, and the cycle was approaching my side, like it was coming towards me, it was going to cross by me. So and suddenly he touched me, and he sped away, and I did not know how to react, and for the first time I felt that your voice can actually go silent. So I was just quiet and numb, and I did not know how to react. So I called my friends and we tried to chase him down, but we couldn't.
Why is it that when a girl is violated, is attacked, assaulted, her morals, her character is pulled into question and not the person who violated her?
How I wish there was a magic spell that could change people's mindsets.
Go out there and voice your opinion. Unless you tell people how you want to be treated and how you would feel safe, nothing's going to change.
I think there should be more awareness, there should be more respect for each other. And in terms of safety measures, I think as a society we should come forward and be helpful.
We can't go into homes and change people's mindsets, but at schools we can begin by treating children equally without gender discrimination. Starting with simple things like including girls in the football team, so that the only option they have is not Coco. Very often teachers ask boys to help them carry heavy books and girls to help with the cleaning up, but instead get everyone to do it. I think our children need to know that everyone, regardless of gender, have equal intrinsic value, and if that somehow can be imparted to the kids, I think, as an educator myself, I think that is going to bring about lasting change.
Teach your children what is right and wrong.
You can't keep telling someone don't go out because it's getting dark, or don't do this or don't do that because you're gonna get in trouble. You have to make a space where I feel safe enough. These streets belong to me as much as it belongs to you, right? I have a right to go here, you have a right to go there. Things are getting better, and I hope that one day it'll get to a point where, at least for the future generation, we wouldn't need to be having this conversation again. That's all from me. Bye. Thank you. See you next week.